Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the KingsCast. This is episode 6, and I'm welcoming back my special guest,
I've never been on before.
Nick. We have done this intro so many times now.
This is facts.
I didn't even clap to start you off.
That is,
You requested that specifically.
and you couldn't even come through for me.
You started talking before I did it.
I thought I was a guest here.
You are. All right.
Quite rude host.
All right, listen. Today we're gonna be
subscribe to the podcast.
So today we're gonna be talking about
Wait, that all went in?
yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be so funny.
Yeah. So today our topic is going to be sports, which I know my friend Nick here is a big fan of.
I'm quite the fan of sports.
He's quite the fan of sports. He's always sending
Now, disclaimer here: I don't really like basketball. I'm not gonna lie.
You don't like basketball?
No, I'm not a fan. I can never get into it.
What?
I did play when I was 5, but there was 2 kids on the team that kind of just did all the work.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people were on the court, but
Well, it's 5-year-olds that can only.
yeah, but the 2 kids, you just pass it to them, they would get the layups.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever you call it.
That a 5-year-old could get.
5 dunks.
5-year-old layup.
Yeah.
I don't watch sports that much, but the sports that I do watch are basketball.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird. It's kind of weird because, I don't.
You watch what? You watch football?
I do.
I was about to say basketball. Do you watch baseball?
I do sometimes.
Baseball is so boring, though.
It's kind of boring.
They take so long in between. It's like, I don't really like watching sports, and I was going to say football is boring, but it's not exactly.
Have you ever watched football?
Yes.
You told me about Tom Brady before, but you're like, he's the only quarterback I know.
Well, yeah, I don't know anything.
Then I gave you a couple other names. You're like, oh, I've seen them on commercials talking about chicken parm and stuff.
No, it was what's his name? Peyton Manning.
There you go.
Yeah,
he's on the Nationwide commercial.
That's what it is.
He's like, chicken parm, you taste so good.
Is that what he says?
Yeah.
I don't know what Peyton Manning commercials you're watching. I just know the ones where he's like he's talking to the guy in his tour bus and the guy has his guitar.
Yeah. What's that guy's name?
No clue.
Luke Combs? I don't know his name.
He looks Spanish.
Sorry.
So, what was I gonna say? Oh, no, because what football? An average football game's what, like 40 minutes, an hour. It's an hour long. It's supposed to be an hour long.
It's supposed to be an hour long,
and it takes like 2 hours.
Yeah, 3-4 hours maybe.
Yeah, 2 to 3 hours to play a game of football. They play for a total of 10 minutes because they're running and then stopping immediately because they're getting flagged or called or whatever.
See, look at that. You know some things.
What was the thing you'd always do? Number 55. You know the arm gestures that the refs do.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know if you're making fun of me or not right now.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking you to do it. Can you? Oh.
I almost hit the professional studio box.
It's a Trivia Pursuit box.
This lady kind of looks like a Karen. Or you call her Karen.
Is it because she's blonde?
Nah, she just looks like a Karen.
She just looks like a Karen. She just has a look to her.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think so. Maybe. Not entirely sure.
You're not entirely sure. You want to Google Karen?
Actually, wait. What happens if you Google Karen? What images comes up? I feel like it's there's that one video of that woman who has short bob hair. It's blonde, and she has those sunglasses on. Wait.
Interesting.
Karen or Karen from SpongeBob will come up.
Of Justin Bieber eating a burrito sideways, but it wasn't really Justin Bieber.
Oh, it was someone. Yeah, someone that looked like.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh yes, I was right. Look, that's exactly.
Yeah, that looks like a Karen.
That looks like a Karen. That is a Karen.
I have a cousin that looks like that.
Look at that. Can I speak to your manager, please? Oh, that's
Quite
interesting.
Frankly.
Our 45th president of the United States popped up under Karen. That's interesting. Oh, I don't know what. But
are you making fun of him?
Him? That's a her.
I meant her.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did.
You looked at her and said,
"You're gonna edit that out, right?" I don't want you to get copyrighted or something.
Copyrighted.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
I'll insert the image. So
wait,
anyways,
yeah. Why isn't my face going on this? I feel like you get a lot more views if my face was on it.
Yeah, you really think? Oh, you really think so?
I do think so.
I mean, you are a very attractive man, but
means a lot coming from you.
But the podcast, we're just gonna have the camera off. It's just supposed to be our voices.
Oh, I see.
That's the point of a pod. Well, I mean, there's multiple podcasts that have cameras on, but I mean,
Interesting. Yeah, I have a little bit of a problem putting my camera on in school. You know, I don't want people like taking pictures of me and stuff.
you think someone's gonna take a picture of you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's gonna take a picture of you? I think those girls are like, damn.
We're not allowed to drop names here.
The girls are like, damn, he's so cute. I'm gonna take a picture and print it out.
Yeah, maybe. Put it on their wall.
They're gonna hang it up above their bed.
Put it on Justin Bieber's body. Why do we keep talking about Justin Bieber?
I don't know. Well, I mean, you're the one that brought up Justin
I did
Bieber.
bring up Justin Bieber.
We brought up Karen together though, because the Trivia Pursuit box. But we're supposed to be talking about sports.
Yeah, we digressed a little bit. I feel like you do this often in your podcast.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not subscribed to the YouTube channel, but I have previewed one.
yeah,
It was pretty good.
it was pretty good. Yeah,
We did digress a little bit.
I mean, we try our best to stay on topic, but
Yeah.
so football.
Football.
10 minutes of playing,
10 minutes playing.
3-hour runtime.
3-hour runtime.
Let's think
It's
of
for
something
the
else.
infomercials. They really need to get the Nissan out there. You know what I'm saying? Like the new Nissan Altima coming out.
The only time I ever watch a full game of football is the Super Bowl.
Really? Do
And
you
that's
watch
just-
the full Super Bowl?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Who won last year?
I don't know who played last year.
Ah, good job, Brandon.
Wasn't it? you always say my last name. I forgot about that.
I meant the King.
No, I'll bleep it
Rockster
out.
King.
You could say Brandon, but just not my last name.
Rockster King.
Let's see another sport. Soccer. So the only
Full disclosure, I don't really like soccer either.
what is wrong with soccer?
This is like running back and forth with a ball. You
What do
can't
you?
touch it. I
What
don't
is
know.
every other sport?
Yeah, but you can't touch it.
They're touching with their feet.
Yeah, but it just makes it weird.
What? Yeah. What? Like what about what's another sport? Play with your golf. They play with a stick.
Yeah, so they do with hockey.
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 You,
Baseball too. You know, you swing with a bat.
Yeah, you swing with a bat.
But you do have to have somebody throwing it to you. You know, basic dynamics.
I think soccer is really cool to watch. Well, no, I don't like any. I don't like watching any sports. But
What
I
do
would.
you like to do?
What do you
The
mean?
King. Rockster King.
I sit in my bedroom, which is completely empty, and I sleep on a little mat. And when I wake up, I sit there. That is what I do.
Really?
Yeah, this is the only time I've left my
You know,
room.
this is good. You know, two people talking in the basement.
Yeah, for
This is
sure.
good. This would make my therapist proud. If I went to a therapist.
If you went to a
Yeah,
therapist,
she would say this is good, or he.
she.
Yeah, he
Why'd
or
you
she.
automatically make your therapist a she?
I don't know.
Sounds kind of sexist.
I'm not sexist.
That was not a very convincing. I'm not sexist.
But what do you want me to say? I'm sexist. What
Whoa,
do you
whoa,
want to say? You
whoa!
probably edit that in there to like say I'm sexist. 'cause,
Don't leave
like,
that in.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
I digress.
You do digress.
What's So we got ourselves some basketball. For some reason, you don't like watching basketball.
That's cool.
Basketball is pretty entertaining. The only team that I ever really watch though is what my dad watches, and he watches Louisville.
Yeah, college sports tend to be better than professional sports. A lot of the professionals are like crybabies. The college athletes, you know, they're balling because, you know, they need that.
They need to get the
They
job.
wanna be those millionaires.
Yeah. So I
Chasing
watch.
the bag, as they say, as young people say, as I'm 46 years old.
They are getting the bread.
Getting the bread.
Getting the
Chasing
bread.
the bag.
I don't even chasing the bag. I've never heard that. Chasing the bag.
Counting the cheese.
You're just making things up
I'm
now.
accurate with that cheese, you know what I'm saying? Money signs.
No idea what you're saying.
I think maybe you should Google that.
You want me to Google it?
Yeah, not right now, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been
Because we're going
googling.
to digress again.
Yeah, true.
Because we were just talking about sports and we're talking about money.
Well, sports they make ridiculous amounts of money.
They do make a ridiculous amount of money.
Like-
In fact, Tiger Woods was the first athlete to be named the first billionaire
Whoa.
by Forbes. I Googled that today.
Jesus
Along
Christ.
with his numerous cheating scandals.
You're trying to knock him down. Isn't he like really good though?
Yeah, he's won like 5 Masters.
By Master, didn't he? Wait a minute. Isn't Tiger Woods the guy that like got into some drama because he like what? Didn't
Because
he
he
like?
cheated.
No. Didn't he like run to a fire hydrant? Wait, Tiger Woods
What?
car accident. Wait a minute. I have to.
I don't think he knows what he's
Yeah,
talking about.
10 years. Yeah, 10 years ago, he smashed his Cadillac into a fire hydrant.
That's cool.
Look, look, see, not his Cadillac. No,
Interesting. No, not the Cadillac.
rich people problems. Am I right?
Facts. That's facts.
That's facts.
That is facts.
No, but like I guess like for certain sports, like football, for instance, it's high impact and stuff, and like most of the time, yeah, like they don't. How long are their careers? They're not that long, unless you're Tom Brady. But
Tom Brady, the GOAT. You heard it here first. The greatest player ever.
Okay, let's not. Those are fighting words. Someone in the comments might say something.
I know it's controversial.
It's very controversial.
What do you like controversial?
Huh?
Isn't your channel controversial? Because I believe in another podcast, the Bible was mentioned, and that was quite controversial. You said. So I'm just trying to be as controversial. I'm just trying to get views. You know?
It was when Max was like, "What's controversial about the Bible?" And I was like,
say that. Yeah, I'd watch it. Yep.
That's the one cast you watch so you can one up him.
I did. He was talking some smack,
and
I was like, well, maybe I should watch it.
Making your comeback.
It wasn't very good.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm coming for you, Max. And I was like, you know what? I think I could do better. And here I am, talking about sports, money, cars, Tiger Woods.
And car accidents.
Therapists, the whole 9 yards.
Man. Oh, I see what you did there. That was pretty smooth. That's a good one. No, but football players, what, they only play for like...
Yeah.
Not
depends what position you're at.
Yeah, because I mean, what?
Quarterbacks can play 20 years.
Yeah, but like...
Running backs, they're not as much.
Defenders, not defenders, what are they called?
Offensive line.
Offensive linemen.
Yeah, they don't play long.
Because
constant head-to-head collisions. Not good for you, you know?
So, I feel like they should get paid different amounts. The people who stay the longest should get paid the least. Because...
That's how good you are, you know?
Well, yeah, they raise your paycheck if you're really good. But I'm just saying because, you know, if you're in there for like 5 years and you just could get like an awful injury, like you're like bust your knee open on the field or something.
That's not good. Torn ACL, you know, that's not good.
Torn ACL, that's what they always get. They're always getting those torn ACLs, and then they can't play no more.
That is facts.
Like, so that's the only reason why I would understand having such a freaking $1 million paycheck at surplus.
Quite interesting.
Because if you think about it, what is it? So, you know, Tom Brady's been playing for like what, 20 plus years?
He actually doesn't make that much money.
Really?
He doesn't. He wanted good players around him, so he's like, "Oh, take a pay cut." They took a pay cut and they got good players. That's why he's so good.
Oh,
yeah.
You really like Tom Brady, huh?
His supermodel wife though makes a lot of money.
Doesn't he kiss his children on the lips?
No.
You sure?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I feel like I could.
I think that might have been like a clip where they like edited it
to make it look like he's doing it.
Look like he did it, but I don't think he really did it.
I feel like I could insert images here, just like a.
You could, but you don't show faces on the podcast.
Well, I could bring an image up and just show
stars?
a little slideshow. Yeah.
I got contacts. I can see now.
Oh yeah, you can. You couldn't see before.
Couldn't see before.
What is it? It's distance.
Distance.
You can read your books though without them.
I can't read my books. I don't read though.
I forgot about
disclaimer. Spark Notes, greatest website ever. Shout out Spark Notes.
Shout out to Spark Notes.
Yeah, copyrighted because I shouted a couple things out. You know what I'm saying?
You shouted a lot of things out.
Yeah. Before this, I shouted out Gatorade.
And what? Red Bull.
Red Bull.
I feel like you shouted something else out.
I don't remember.
Maybe like Under Armour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, so right now you're wearing a baseball jersey for the school.
It's a sweatshirt.
Well, yeah, sweatshirt. So
you know,
you played baseball for the school, but now you play for a private club.
Sure.
Yeah.
We call it that.
What is it?
Travel team, but we can call
Travel.
it.
Oh, okay,
Private
okay.
Club. I like private club.
Sounds fancier,
Sounds
right?
fancy.
Yeah.
It sounds like bougie.
I mean, it is pretty bougie compared to like the school.
I mean, the school's kind of, you know.
Kind of broke.
Curse on this or what? I was kind of like briefed, but
yeah,
not good enough. I still feel like I'm being interrogated by the police here.
That's the idea. Except I'm trying to make it as comfortable as possible.
Then I execute my right to silence.
Well, then that wouldn't be very entertaining.
Oh, okay.
But so you good? You good at baseball? Yeah. Eh? Wow. So modest.
Came to one of my games and saw me.
I mean,
You never did.
You play far.
It actually depends. It depends. If I drink Red Bull before, I play amazing.
But if you drink Gatorade.
If I don't drink anything, depends on the day.
Depends on the day.
But if I have that Red Bull,
100%. What about
100%.
What about those
I'm doing amazing.
5-hour energy?
I never had those.
No. You should try one.
You ever seen the movie Grown Ups where the guy's like drinking the 5-hour energy and he's
like multiple
500-hour energy?
Right, he adds all the hours together. Yeah. It's such a dumb movie. It's fine though. It's fine. You know.
It's a funny movie.
It's a comedy.
What's your favorite movie?
That would have to be Rush Hour with
Oh, wait, was that with the guy that was on the train or the plane? The train plane? And he was like, "Oh, I have
snakes on the plane?
45 minutes to get this guy or whatever before he
No idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
It sounds like a Tom Cruise
Moving
movie. No. Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
Never seen it. Never seen it.
What?
Nope.
They're so good. There's 3 of them. They're really good. They're funny. I like Jackie Chan a lot in them. Because he's funny, and his English is bad in the first one. I have no idea what that was.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You can
You
just
can edit things out, right?
Yeah, I can edit things out.
Okay,
You can
so
say
what
it.
was the movie Pacific Rim 2?
Oh,
I kind of like Pacific Rim 2.
if Max hates the Pacific Rim 2. He likes the first one, hates the second one, and I think there might be a third one, and he hates that one too.
I've never seen Pacific Rim 1 or 2. I've heard it was good though from some friends.
Some friends. Yeah, I think it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I've only seen like bits of the first one, never seen the second one.
I
but
don't even know what Pacific Rim's about. I'm guessing it's about like the Pacific Ocean or something.
Yeah, probably something wrong, like on the coast, something
anyway,
like that.
Moving on. We digress.
We digress.
We digress.
I digress. So, baseball and their positions. What position do you play on the field?
It depends. You know, I'm like kind of like a first baseman, third baseman kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much played everywhere. I think my all-time favorite spot on a baseball field was a catcher, though.
Catcher.
Yeah. I had a couple coaches that were like, you can't sit on the bench and let you the pitcher or the catcher. And I was a catcher, so I got to sit down.
You got to sit on the bench.
Yeah, so that was the best part of it. I didn't really, have to move.
So, can you just like move anywhere when you're playing? Like, you have to like stand in the general area. Like, say you're playing first base.
Okay.
You have to stay near it, right?
Yeah.
But you can just like catch it or whatever, and you run off and anywhere.
Yeah. You could be playing catcher and catch the ball in center field, but it's not gonna happen because
you gotta run far.
Like some super athlete.
Is it Usain Bolt?
Usain Bolt.
Yeah, running really fast.
He's
Is it
cool
Usain
guy.
or Usain?
Don't know.
I think it's Usain.
Just don't know.
Just Bolt, Mr.
I know
Bolt.
I know he's fast.
Yeah,
That's all I know. Not really into track, by the way.
I played a little bit of track myself.
Yeah, I don't know if we could play. You play track or you run track?
You do track.
And then
Yeah.
you got yelled at by the coach. He's like, "The king, are you coming back?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "Yeah, good, because we didn't watch you anyway."
Wow.
I remember that. You're like, "Mr. Ropes." Am I allowed to say that?
You can say his name.
Oh.
He got in he has crutches.
Does he really?
Yeah, I think he got hit by a car while he was on his bike.
I never had him. I've heard he's pretty boring though.
I'm telling you, this man just got hit by a car, and you're like, I think he's pretty boring.
I think we should edit out his name though, because we don't want any like lawsuits against us.
He's gonna sue my podcast.
Probably.
He wouldn't.
I'm broke.
Hey, Mr. Ropes, listen. You and me go way back. Freshman year, remember that?
Like
Hey, I was on track for 2 years. All right. He should love me.
All right, let's get back to the track of sports.
Track is a sport. We're talking about sports right now. Wow.
Is cheerleading a sport?
All right, listen.
Controversial again.
We can't talk about that.
Cheerleading a sport?
It's very controversial.
What is your take on cheerleading being a sport?
It's cool.
It's cool. Do you like cheerleading?
I mean, seeing them do what they do is really like, especially when they're throwing themselves up in the air like that.
Is it a sport?
Well,
the hot take of the day.
Gymnastics.
Is cheerleading a sport?
Gymnastics is a sport, right?
Takes a lot of work.
Well, so cheerleading is like similar to gymnastics in the sense when they're like throwing themselves up in the air and doing those cartwheels and flips.
That. I don't know if
Cheerleading, I feel like, is gymnastics but toned down and more decorated.
Yeah.
because they dress up all fancy. Because I know.
Yeah, but gymnastics, you have to be like super, super strong. You know, gymnastics is
There's some buff people in gymnastics. There's some
hard work. I feel like cheerleading is just like, go team.
Well, I mean, that's the way they're supposed to act. But I mean, what is it in the sports section of the high school yearbook?
It has to be. Where else are they?
Well, then it's a sport.
That's not true.
Well,
what? Are we allowed to talk to Siri on this?
I mean, if you want to bring Siri into this, yeah.
Hey Siri, is cheerleading a sport?
What does it say?
The definition of a sport is an activity involving physical exertion and often in a competitive nature. Cheerleading requires a lot of skill and physical exertion, which therefore qualifies it to be a sport. Siri lies.
Oh,
Siri's a liar.
But wait a minute. It said competitive.
Yeah. Well, they do like competitive cheerleading. You know, like the competitive. You ever see like on Netflix? It's like Cheer You. It's like
what?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I never watched it. I just scrolled right past it.
You watch Cuties?
I don't know what that is. That's a Clementine brand, though. It is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, no, it's Halos.
What? No, yeah, no. There's Cuties.
Oh, there's Cuties.
Yeah.
I don't like Clementines.
You know, like, what about mandarins?
No.
Tangerines?
I don't like anything orange.
Orange in color, in general. It has a bad taste to it, right?
That and citrus.
Citrus?
They're the same exact thing.
Wait,
but
you're saying
we're
orange?
Gonna edit that out, right?
Orange and citrus are the same thing?
Oranges are citrus fruits, correct? So, therefore, it'd be the same thing, right?
Yes.
Orange was like my favorite color in 3rd grade.
You like the orange wall?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice, yeah. We got orange and green.
I do like that.
Kind of a contrast.
I know.
Contrast. Now you're looking at my walls?
Yeah, I'm looking at your walls. You got a problem with me looking at your walls?
As long as you're not judging my walls.
No, I don't judge.
You look very judgmental right now. You got your hat on backwards and it's low.
Because I got a bad haircut.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. You were talking about that before.
Yeah. I went to a new guy. I didn't like what he did.
Yeah, I went to a new guy one time, and then they cut really far back here. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I can't go back to my old barber because my brother told me I'm in college. And you know,
oh.
It's the whole thing.
Okay, yeah.
We don't have time for that on the podcast.
I mean, we can talk about anything, but sports.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna skip over the whole cheerleading bit, and we're gonna go.
So, do you think it's a sport or not? Before we leave, Siri says yes. So we have 3 votes here. Siri says yes. We got 1 for yes. What do you got?
Yes.
All right.
I think you have something against cheerleading because of someone that was on cheerleading. That's just
whoa.
just an idea.
Time out. We can't put that on the podcast.
Yeah, we can.
No, we can't.
You think what? She's gonna see this?
The internet is not forgiving. It goes around and around and around. We do not put this on the podcast. I'll sue you. If this in the podcast.
That's such a good bit, though. It is. Come on. Think about it. I didn't say the name. They don't probably forgot your name by this point, and only Max watches these, and myself, and you hopefully.
There was one that had 76 views. I don't want 76 people seeing this.
I mean, that was probably just someone refreshing the page.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. I just don't think cheerleading is a sport. Period. The end.
But gymnastics.
Gymnastics is a sport because it requires,
a lot of strength.
A lot of,
My
it's
my sister used to do gymnastics, but now she does swimming only. But I remember she used to do both at the same time, and like
yeah, it probably got tiring.
Yeah, because we'd have practice in the morning and at night.
I wouldn't want to do that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, 2 sports is bad.
Yeah,
and then
she play 2 sports, but I did play basketball when I was 5.
5. I
had a headband and everything.
Tell me all the sports that you've played.
I played hockey. I played basketball. I played baseball. I've done a little mini golfing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bowling. Is bowling a sport?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a sport.
More of a sport than cheerleading, right?
But anything.
What else have I done? Trying to think now.
I
played a little backyard football. You know what I'm saying?
Backyard football.
A little Thanksgiving Day pickup game. You know what I'm saying?
I think everyone's done that at some point in their life. I did track. So I ran track. Well, track and field. So like.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Tracks. We'll call track sport.
Okay. So I did track. I did football.
I'm more trying to just get Max to be like,
He does cross country.
Yeah, it's different.
So we can offend him for cross country.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you're just running really far. What's the deal? What?
Anyway,
It's like a marathon.
we're digressing.
You just call it marathon. So, track, football, soccer, crew, and you mentioned bowling.
Bowling
Bowling
is very competitive. I've went numerous times with some people, and it gets intense.
I've been pretty competitive when playing bowling.
I never win because I'm just not that good at it. I don't know why.
I
tend to be like the nerdy, skinny, twiggy kids that are really good at it.
Yeah, I guess it's just the sport for them.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess the bigger guys are just made for what, baseball and football. And what's another sport? Soccer. Basketball. That's where the big guy, tall guys at least. Yeah. Most of the tall guys at our school seem to play football rather than basketball.
I don't really like anybody at our school.
You have been over this.
We can't say that because it's on the podcast.
You can say that.
Okay.
You just can't say the school name. Oh. And we're back. What happened there? That was so weird. Don't know what happened.
I feel like you're just gonna miss something or whatever, and it's gonna
slip through. I go through these. Look, I take a week to edit these, so you'll be fine.
Am I gonna be able to listen to this after?
Yeah, you can. If you
imagine you weren't recording, you didn't press the record button.
That would. I looked real quick. That would have been very upsetting.
And we digress.
Anyway,
moving on.
Well, what else? What other sports can we talk about?
I don't know.
So you never played football?
I never professionally played football, no.
Well, not professional.
Organized football, no. I've always wanted to play football.
I did for about...
My dad tried to get me to play football, but...
I did it for about half a year, and then...
Half a year.
That's it.
You never stick with things, huh?
No,
What, crew, track?
Let me see. I did crew for about a year.
About a year.
I did track for 2 years, but I only ran a couple races in total. Let me think what else. With soccer, I did it for I think a year or a half a year, and then
you like to move around, there's nothing wrong with that.
I just don't like playing sports.
You might have commitment issues in the future, but it's okay.
Commitment issues. I do have that with sports, so
hopefully it's not with future romances.
Hopefully not.
I hope not. So politics?
No. Sports and politics. Can sports get political?
It can. All right, let's get off this topic though. 2 rules: no religion talk, no politics.
I like those rules.
I like the rules too. Saves a lot of arguments at Thanksgiving.
This is true.
This is true.
Thanksgiving is coming up.
Thanksgiving is coming up. Sports on Thanksgiving.
Football. Football's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think they're gonna do March Madness this year or next year?
Again, not really into the basketball.
Isn't that with?
No.
What's with football?
National championship?
No, wait a minute. I have to find this out real quick. I'm fairly certain that March Madness...
It's basketball. Thank you.
What?
I don't think you're very well versed on that.
I'm not. I think that's probably why I'm not that into sports, just because my father always tried to get me to play sports, and I went through so many of them, but I never really...
Is it because you just don't understand sports? It's hard for you to understand?
Well, no. It's not hard for me. Well, it took me a while to understand football, but...
it's not hard. You just tackle the guy with the ball.
No. I know how the game worked, but I didn't know the callings or really how the penalties worked and stuff like that.
Defense. Number 95. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. First down.
That's what they do. They always have the rubber bands on their hand. Why do they have the rubber bands?
It's a whistle.
Are they holding the whistle on the... Oh!
Yeah.
I always just saw the rubber band.
You need to start watching some sports. I'm 95% sure it's a whistle.
A whale?
A whale.
A whale.
A whale. Yeah. Again, making fun of me.
I bet you they how can you even in a stadium of how many people they have in the stadium?
They have microphones.
30,000 people. Yeah, but how are you gonna hear the whistle? How are they calling that? You can't hear that.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise in those stadiums.
Yeah.
You ever play baseball in a stadium?
I have.
Oh.
Yeah, I played at a stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there just rows and rows of people that came in to see you?
Yeah.
See you play?
My dad.
Who?
My brother was there that day too. They had little signs. Go Nick.
Your brother and your dad came up. The only people there.
By the way, I wear number 12. You know.
Oh, number 12.
Like, number 12. Go. They had like little pictures of my face and everything.
You are.
This is all lies. I had played at the stadium before
though. What your Instagram, you used to have a picture of you doing baseball. Now it's just 2 pictures of.
You're not allowed to drop names again.
True. But what happened to the baseball pictures on your?
I deleted it.
Why?
A couple reasons.
You didn't like how you looked swinging the bat?
Yeah, kind of. I guess I don't know.
I think it was a great post.
You do?
Yeah. What is this? What is it? Oh, what is this from? This
my communion in 2nd grade.
2nd grade?
2nd grade.
Getting married?
Yeah.
To a.
You need to edit all that out.
I didn't even say it.
You did. You were gonna say it.
I was going to say it, but
say it.
You know, I digress.
You digress, and it's okay. You're a digressor.
Is that actually a word, digressor?
There's got to be like meds for that.
Meds?
Yeah.
Medication?
Medication. We're getting technical.
Well, I mean, there's drugs for everything.
That is true.
I know. You on drugs? You sure?
Like I said, got contacts. My eyes look really red, but it was like 30 minutes of poking.
Of poking. Yeah. Why don't you just get glasses?
Because I don't want to look like a dork.
You got your driving glasses, though.
That wears glasses. They're not driving glasses.
Why'd you put them on and call them driving glasses?
It's dark and I can't see.
Oh, you can't. Just turn your headlights on. Wait, no, you gotta light the candles that are in the front car. I make fun of his car because he drives an Oldsmobile.
Okay, and
then they stopped making those in like 2002.
I have a car and a driver's license.
I also have a car and a driver's license.
You don't have either.
I have a driver's license.
Okay, let's be honest. The driver's license. You might have a car, but you probably shouldn't have the driver's license.
I have no idea what you mean. You've never seen me drive.
Yeah, but I could just tell.
You wouldn't let me drive your car.
I would not.
What do you think? I'm gonna mess it up any more than it already is?
Sports. Is racing considered a sport? Like racing cars?
Yeah.
Is that in a category of its own?
Well, I mean, NASCAR.
That can get intense. Yeah, they pour the milk on themselves.
What?
Yeah, something like that.
They pour milk?
Yeah, it's like a tradition. My dad explained it to me one time. I probably wasn't listening.
It's a NASCAR thing. They just pour milk on themselves?
They do. The winner does. I don't know.
I feel like it's almost like football. They just dump the water.
Yeah,
not sure about milk.
I don't know.
I know where they hold the trophies up, and they're like, and they take the pictures of them, and they're like, when they win.
Sure.
It's like Cars, the movie.
Never seen it.
Never seen Cars?
Just kidding. I've only seen all 3. Second one was the best one with the secret agents. That was good.
The first one was the only one that I liked and watched all the way through. Rest, garbage. Trash.
What are you talking about?
Disgusting.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Cars, when I was like 6, when it came out or whatever, I was like, man, this movie's awesome.
Right.
But when the others came out, I was just like, nah, I don't like Cars that much anymore.
Right. How old are you though? That could have a effect.
I don't remember when the second movie came out.
Anyway, sports.
No. Cars sport.
Well, is it a sport? Because we talked about cheerleading. We talked about track.
NASCAR a sport?
It doesn't come up.
Let's see. Is racing considered a sport? Yes, racing is a sport.
Interesting.
Dictionary.com defines a sport as an athletic activity requiring skill or physical prowess.
Siri also did say cheerleading was a sport, but I don't know about that.
We digress.
Moving on.
Well, let's name a sport that we find funny.
Water polo. Remember when I first met you, I told you I played water polo, and you believed me for about a year? And you're finally like, wait, you play baseball, not water polo? Like our poor school can afford a water polo team.
Yeah, we don't even have a pool at our school.
Exactly.
I believed that Nick professionally played water polo
for about a year. He's very gullible.
You came to me like you seem like a water polo kind of guy.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not a baseball kind of guy.
No.
And then after that, I was like, he probably does wrestling.
I do horseback riding too.
I know who does.
Who?
What were we talking about? Water polo.
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse. Who plays that?
Dan. Dad told me that he was like so much cooler than me. He's like,
Your dad told you that Dan was cooler than you?
More like Ken. I'm like, thanks, Dad.
What a guy.
I know.
My dad does not know anyone who goes to our school. Cut. Boom. Gone. Wasn't even there. Didn't exist.
Good job.
I'm so good.
How's your editing skills, by the way?
They are subpar for how long I've been doing
SATs.
this.
What does that mean?
They're mediocre at best.
Okay.
But
great. I'm gonna be getting text tomorrow. Why'd you drop my name in your podcast?
No, they don't watch this. I
know,
promise.
Watching this.
You're watching this. Come on. Don't lie to me. You know you're gonna watch this. You're gonna put this.
I'm definitely gonna watch this. I'm gonna put it on like a
refresh
TV
the
or
page. Show your parents and family.
Parents.
You're famous now because you were on the KingsCast.
Now.
This is your platform. Now you can go. Now companies will look for you.
Basically.
To do professional
voiceovers. Like
to do voiceovers. Professional baseball in the major leagues. Major leagues up there with Babe Ruth and Jackie Robinson. That's Derek Jeter.
Yeah, well, you got one from the 20th century.
Yeah, I got. Those are the 3 baseball players that I know the names
Actually,
of.
It'd be the 21st century. But okay.
Derek Jeter's 21st century. Jackie Robinson and Babe Ruth, long gone.
They're like the 1800s. That's not true.
That's not true. Come on, I thought you knew some stuff about baseball.
I do. What do you want to know?
What's it called when you hit? Wait, no.
You hit the ball. It's called a hit. I mean the king.
What's it called?
When you strike out? A strikeout.
What happens if you swing and your baseball bat flies and hits someone? They foul you or something?
No.
You just keep
if
playing?
you hit the ball too, then it's a foul ball. But if it goes into the
no. If you hit the ball and then you let go of the bat, and the bat flies at the pitcher. And it kills the pitcher.
Then you get 7 points.
You get more points for the.
Yeah, if it doesn't kill him, you only get 5.
But if he's dead, 7.
But if he's dead, 7.
7. All right.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty good.
Like it goes up. Your score goes up 7. So like if you're losing 7-0, you're now tied 7-7.
It's a reliable scoring system.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Kind of violent, but
so
it gets
like
the job done.
What do you do when you run out of pitchers? You just sub in with just some guy from the field.
Guy, yeah, I guess. Or you make the kid that pitched the day before pitch again.
Have you been a pitcher?
Yeah, when I was little, I was never good at it.
No, not good. Nah. Can't really get an arm and swing.
Well, I quit baseball for a while, and I came back, but
he's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm back.
Back in full swing.
Yeah. Oh, pun on word, playing word.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
100% intended.
Definitely not.
I thought that was pretty smooth.
It was smooth. It was quite smooth.
Thank you.
I'm just glad our editing skills are gonna be good.
Oh man, they're gonna be so good.
Yeah.
So, been about 41 minutes.
Oh, it's a pretty long podcast.
Pretty decent.
How long was Max's?
Max's was probably about 32, 34 minutes.
I just want to be better than Max.
I respect that 100%.
I'm a little competitive.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah. If I don't come in first, I come in last. Ricky Bobby.
You don't even. Is that a quote?
You ain't first, you last. Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights. That has to do with sports too, because race cars.
Yes, is a sport. Is a sport.
That was a great movie. I highly recommend it.
What's the movie called?
Talladega Nights.
What about Fast and Furious?
I love those movies.
Do you actually?
I think it was 5 through
Fate of the Furious.
7 or 8 best movies I've ever seen.
I feel like there's only like 8.
There are 8, but
there's
I think
9.
5 through 7 were like the best movies I've ever seen. R.I.P. Paul Walker, by the way.
Yeah, he's been dead for a while. I think
quite a while.
When did he die? What, like?
I don't know. He died in a car crash driving a Porsche over 100 miles an hour.
Slammed into a tree.
I think so.
A little wraparound.
Still R.I.P.
Exploded.
Still R.I.P.
R.I.P.
He was a legend.
Now we gotta kind of wrap things up here.
All right. This was fun.
Is.
All right. Will I see my paycheck in 5 to 10 business days, or do I get it now?
I don't pay.
You don't pay?
I don't pay.
Then you can't use my content.
It's too late.
It's in the cloud.
It's in the cloud, yeah. What does that even mean?
We digress. When in doubt, just say we digress.